made a little over $1,000 in sales on Poshmark and eBay the past 2 days, so let's go over a couple things that sold. First up is this Beholden dress. Thank you for telling me how to pronounce that correctly. It took 3 months to sell and I made an $88 profit. It only sold 10% off the listing price because it sold with an offer to liker. I had just relisted it last night and it sold today, so I was very happy about that. It got a ton of activity over the course of the 3 months it was listed. I think I relisted it though like 3 times. What I've been doing is actually changing my relisting strategy, and I'm relisting popular items versus older items, because if an item has a ton of likes on it and after Friday I send out like pretty much the most I'll send out and no one accepts it, at that point I just want to relist it, especially because having too many likes on an item doesn't create urgency on a listing, and that's something I'm focusing on, is creating more urgencies in order to make faster sales. Next is this Millie dress. This also took 3 months to sell and I made an $86 profit on it, but this sold 40% off the listing price. I was actually going to relist this item soon, similar to the last item. I did send out an offer for $125 I think last Friday, and somebody sent an offer today for $120, so $5 off. I accepted that instead of relisting it. I think I was going to drop the price a little bit too while relisting, I think by like $20 from $199 to $179, so it would have been too far off that listing price anyway, so accepted the offer. This brand is sold at Tuckernuck, and I actually just relisted a dress by this brand today, and I changed the brand from Millie to Tuckernuck. I recommend you list it under Tuckernuck versus Millie. It has a wider exposure to it, so you'll get a lot more attention on the item and hopefully sell it quicker. Is this I Am Used dress. It took a year to sell. It sold 30% off the listing price and I lost $10 on it. Honestly, I have no idea why I picked this up, because it had, I think I didn't really notice it until I got home. In my defense, it had a big rip in the like seam. I don't think it was even something I could have been able to fix very well, so I kind of just wanted it gone. Just don't buy those things that have any kind of major flaws. You will not get what you want for it. Even this brand overall, not a brand I would pay up for anymore. It was before in the past, but I have not sold anything from this brand. It's a really good profit. There are definitely some styles, dresses that will sell well, but it's just a brand I'm just kicking to the thrift pile. And lastly is this Papo little bralette. It took 2 months to sell. I made a $50 profit off of it and it sold 40% off the listing price. I ended up finding this online for a pretty good price, so I wasn't exactly sure how the bralettes would do, because obviously dresses sell really well. There really wasn't much like data that I could find about how this would sell, so I kind of got it at a cheap price, just knowing, hoping that I could sell it and make around a $50 profit, so I'm really glad with how it sold. I will say it got some good attention if you end up finding this kind of style, but definitely don't pay too much for it, more than like $40. This month has actually been going really well for me. Just a reminder that when I'm spending more money on good inventory, I'm making more money, which goes against what I'm trying to do to pay off my car, but hopefully I can sell some of these other items quicker that I have sourced in order to use that money to pay off all my debts. So currently focusing on that, and sourcing items are going to sell quick and are currently trending. If you are wanting to know more about trends that are selling quickly right now, are really in demand, get a lot of likes and attention, check out my Talk Trendy to Me newsletter. I send it out every week. I put a bunch of research in there in terms of what I'm finding and what I'm looking for when it comes to sourcing items that are going to sell quickly and for a lot of money in my closet.